Okay, adding comments and annotation. Nobody enjoys doing it. So what I've done is I've produced this sheet to help us add annotation easily to our work. So I haven't worked in a sketchbook, but you probably have done. So I've got my first page here, okay, which is a drawing of some objects to do with ordinary lives. So if we're going to quickly add some comments on this, what we're going to add. So let's have a look at the sheet. So first of all, what have you used? Okay, I've put some highlights on so we can see as we work through what have we used. Well, this is a pencil sketch. So we can explain that we used a pencil sketch and we did it on what material did you work on, and that's nice and easy. So the second one would be we worked on 200-gram paper. Okay, now the third one is how big is it? Okay, well we know that because we know the size of the sketchbook. It is A3. Is this the first piece or part of a series? Okay, well this is the first piece. Okay, it's just at the start of the project, so we can explain that. And it says I worked from, and we had a choice of photographs, notes, sketches in sketchbook, having the object in front of me, or images printed off the internet. Now I have the keys here, so I actually worked directly from the keys, so we will go for having the object in front of me. Okay, so we finished the first section describing what we've done. We should have there a few sentences just to put on the page somewhere to explain that. Right, we'll go on to the next one before we go and actually add these comments. So how was it made? So we used a HB, a 2B, and I think I did use the 4B on this, so I can mention that we used the three different types of pencil. So how was it made? Okay, the material, well, it was straight into the sketchbook, so I'm going to actually skip that one. We don't need that. Stages, because it's stage 1, we're actually going to skip that. So we're going to skip number 2 and skip number 3 on this page. Is it realistic or abstract? We can mention that they're drawing from real life. They are realistic. Okay, so we then come on to the 8 formal elements. People hate this and they get really afraid of it. Now, first of all, we don't need to cover all the formal elements. So the first one, colour. There's no colour in it, so we can ignore that one. So I'll just put a big cross through it because we're not going to be mentioning that. Composition. Okay, we could briefly mention composition on this, but it's not actually a picture, it is just sketches. So we will say, I think we'll skip that one as well. Lines. Okay, have I used lines in it? Yes, I have. So we'll go and talk about that in a moment. Shape. Okay, I've done a negative. I've shaped the outline of the key there just to add a bit of interest. So we will talk about the shape. Okay, form. Okay, yeah, we can mention form. We can mention tone because I've used a lot of tone in the picture. Texture. I've tried. I'm trying to see if there's any textures. I've not really done too much on texture, so you know what, we'll skip texture, and we haven't done much with pattern. So of those 8 formal elements, we've actually rejected half of them, so we're only going to have to talk about 4 of them. Now underneath each section we're talking about it, I have put some keywords to help us, okay, so it just will help our vocabulary when we go on the computer in a minute to type it up. Right, we'll look at the next one. Evaluate. Okay, my opinion of the picture is, it's not a picture, it's a page in a sketchbook, but we put my opinion of the sketchbook is, my friends think, yeah. The link with the artist, well, we've not actually discussed an artist yet, so we can't actually do that one this time, so I'll put a cross through that one. Discuss the picture, the parts of the picture which have not worked well. I'm going to skip that one on this one actually. And the test experiment helped in developing, so that we can talk about that because that is the theme that we're going to be going on to. So, and then why have we done it? Now we'll discuss that when we're sat at the computer in a minute. So I think we've got the picture and we now have a plan of what we're going to do. At the computer, it doesn't matter what software you use. Answer the questions, typing in the answers. Use a text box so we can make the columns narrow. I'm using the online version of Word here because everyone has that available through the school website. Enter all the text first and then we'll adjust the size of text, the font and the width, and then we will hide the outline of the box so that when we print it we end up with just the blocks of text. Here I am now. We're going to cut them out quite close to the text and then position them on the page. The text in the center I centered, the text on the right I aligned right so that it looks balanced around the edge of the page. Once you've got them all fitting on the page, carefully use the glue, stick them in so we end up with no glue showing on the front of the sheet. Repeat this process on all the pages in your sketchbook, but remember, you don't have to answer every question, just the ones that are relevant to the page you have produced. Remember, a full sketchbook is a good sketchbook. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. For more top quality videos, check out Mr. Freeman Art.